Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Cameo Nicole, and I am here for you. My channel is all about lifestyle, poetry, beauty. Right now, I'm on the topic of child custody. I'll be reading some books. We'll be doing a lot of different things on my channel because it's all about life and things that we go through. So if you have not done so and you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell. Don't forget to do that so that you'll always see my updates coming through. New videos every day. Comment, like, share. Definitely share if you know someone going through a separation, divorce, or anything dealing with child custody. Anything of that sort, we're going to talk about is real. I don't have any legal background. I do have about 10 years experience dealing with different child custody issues and things of the court and all of that stuff. So that is what I speak from. So please, I'm just speaking from my life experience, my opinions, my view on things. I will take your comments. Any negativity I'm not going to talk about. And I will always say check with your state first to see what your state really requires. I'm in North Carolina, so it could be completely different from up north. So what I want to talk about today is child support and child custody. He doesn't pay child support, so he shouldn't see the child. Okay. And this is how we women typically talk. If he's not paying child support, he doesn't need to see my child. Okay, well, with different scenarios in the court, I've seen many different scenarios and I've heard a lot of different things. Child support is not related to the child custody visitation rights. A parent must pay. There are things that you can put in place through the law to make someone pay child support. Most women choose not to do this option. They want to give him the opportunity to do it themselves. They may or may not. In the courtroom, child custody really is not related to child support. There are certain things that affect child support depending on how often the child does go see the other parent. So let's say you have mom and dad. Mom wants dad to pay child support, and there's a certain amount of overnights the court will count up to calculate with the amount of money that both parents earn to determine what the father will pay. So that's how that works. So you have to have, there are several different components to determine the different child support. How many overnight stays does the child have with mom versus dad? Okay, the more overnight stays that dad has, the less child support you will get. The more money dad makes, of course, you would assume the more money you would have to give to mom if she's the custodial parent. However, if dad has more overnights like joint custody, then child support gets lower and lower. So those things matter. If you have not taken him for child support, and let's open up. I'm sorry, I'm sitting in the car. If you have not taken the child support and he's not paying, you still don't have a right to necessarily say you can't see your child. And the only reason why, and you can say, well, he's not putting in, so why should he be able to see him? The child is what is most important in the situation, and it will ultimately hurt your child. So your child will see that the father did not take care of them, or the mother did not take care of them. Because I know men whose wives or girlfriends or whatever dropped the baby off and was like, here, you got this. And now they're left raising the child by themselves. And, mom wants to come in, but mom doesn't want to pay. The child still wants to know and love and feel that love from their mother, even though they're not paying child support. So if you're not going to go to court and actually get it established, then, and they still won't pay, you really just have to, deal with that decision. Because you can't literally make someone pay. The government has ways to make them pay, and you just kind of have to roll with that. But still allow your child to see the other parent, because ultimately they're the ones that's getting hurt in the long run. They may not have just because you and him don't get along, but in the care that the child is there, if he's a fit parent or she's a fit parent, and they're spending money with them while they're there, they're taking care of them, they're feeding them, they're clothing them, they're doing everything that they're supposed to do as a parent, and not giving you child support because you have not yet taken them to court, then they still should be allowed to see their child. No child should be forced not to see their parent if, big if, the parent is fit. That is no drug, alcohol addictions, no sexual, emotional, physical, any type of abuse going on. This is a normal situation. Sometimes as women, we get upset and say, well, he didn't like me, he controlled me, he cheated on me, he put his hands on me, he did this, he did this, he did that. A lot of times, if the child is not in danger, the court is still going to allow the other parent to see the child. So my whole point is, you have to be wise in your decision making, and you have to be fair to the child. Just because somebody is not paying child support, you don't feel like they're giving you enough money. Oh, he's only giving me $200 a month. That's not enough. No, that's not enough. We know that. It's not enough. Some men they're not up to par in several different areas of their life to understand what that is. And that could be just a low blow to you. But if he is not dangerous to the child, not unfit, then it is okay to just let him go see the child. Let the other mom see the child, because at the end of the day, the kids are still going to crave their biological parent, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Children usually crave that parent, and they need that parent. So the child is always typically smart enough to know what's wrong, what's right, what's good, what's bad, my parent really didn't take care of me. A lot of us, we've been in those situations. We got to see our other parent, but we know they didn't pay child support. We know you didn't take care of us. So as adults, we carry that and we do what we need to do. But I've seen kids on both spectrums. And like I said, a lot of I'm going to just pull this off because the sun is making it so hot. A lot of my, what I'm talking about has to deal with the fact that I've had experience and I've seen different scenarios with the dad, the mom. I've seen the different children. So a lot of kids who don't get to see the other parent, whether it's the mom or dad, go to school and they're releasing this information. They're coming to us as administrators and as teachers, and they're pouring their hearts out to us. And confidentially, it's not always told to the parents what they're talking about. I miss my daddy. I want to see my daddy. My mom and dad fight all the time. Mama doesn't like my daddy, and so I can't see him, and I don't understand why I can't see him. If the father is not abusing that child, let the baby go see, because behind closed doors, they're crying. They don't show you that. Child support has nothing to do with that. No, it hurts you. It hurts the parent who's not receiving that child support, but it's not hurting. But in the end, it's hurting the child more because you're refusing it, and you don't want your child to grow up and feel that remorse against you because you didn't allow them to see their mom or their father. So I just really want to show how important that is. And I've been to court for the same thing, and I've said those things. Well, he doesn't pay this, and he's not doing this. He's not. No, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. I listen to my kids. I know what they want. So you have to understand that it's not about you. It's not about him or her. It is about what is best for your child. And all children should have full access to their parent. Mind you that they are a fit and well-developed, they fit meaning no abuse, no drug or alcohol addictions. So, if he living with his mama, if she can't get it together and live with her mama, like whatever, that doesn't matter. We can say, well, they're not fit in that way. They don't have a good job in our eyes. If they want to be loving and caring to their child, allow it. So that's my spiel on that. definitely just wanted to put out that in the court, in the eye of the law, they're going to look and say, why are you talking about child support and we're here about child custody? That doesn't matter. So just to hold off that conversation being taken in court, just know that those are two different court situations. So you're going to have to go to court one day for child support, and you have to go to the court on a different day for the child custody and visitation, because they are two different topics and they typically not talked about in the same group setting unless you have filed on the same day for both, and now we could talk about it. But a lot of times, if he's paying $100 a month, he's still gonna get to see his child, or she's still gonna get to see the child. So take that into consideration. I hope this helped you out with just giving yourself another thought of, how important is it for my child to know both parents? How important was it for me to know both of my parents? Do I have mommy issues because my mommy wasn't around, or I was refused to see my mom? Do I have daddy issues because of those reasons? Was my parent on drugs or alcohol? Did it matter how I felt? Because if nothing was wrong, why didn't I get to see my parent? Nothing was wrong, but my daddy wasn't around. Think about how you felt during those times, if that was your case. And if that's not your case, just think about how you love being around both your parents and how much your child probably likes to be around both your parents. And that the adult issues need to be handled behind closed doors in the courtroom and not involving the emotional standpoint of your children. So that is what I wanted to say today. Like promised, here's your video today. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell, and definitely stay tuned for the next episode. Talk to you soon. Bye.